Helps if I unmute. Take two. Hey, everybody. Welcome to day 5 of the Peace, Love, and Tapping Challenge. So happy to see so many people here. Number of folks who have been here all 5 days. Excellent. Thank you so much. Chica says, sad it's ending. It's not ending. This is it's just the beginning. And it's ongoing. And there'll be a new video out tomorrow. So, as I say at the end of my videos, I'm here for you. Let's see. All right, folks from all around the world, all over the US, all over California. And Trish in New York City, looking forward to seeing you in a couple of months. Yeah. New way of thinking. Excellent. Alexi, still feeling resistance to peace. It's a process. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that can be going on inside. So, it's lather, rinse, repeat as necessary, as I often say. Sometimes, and here's the thing is that so often we're not even aware of that stuff. We just go through our day limiting our experience of peace and not even being aware of it, because you look at the news, so many other people are experiencing a lack of peace. And so it just sort of feels like the norm. So, here we are focusing on it in particular for 5 days. And we're more aware of, wow, I'm not experiencing as much peace, or I'm experiencing a lack of peace, even more than I thought. And so it's just, it's like washing our hands. If you've been working, sometimes you can wash your hands for just a few seconds and they're clean. And if you've been working on your car and you have grease all over your hands, it's going to take a lot longer. So you can be sitting there and washing for, hey, I washed my hands for 20 seconds, like they said, I hummed happy birthday and my hands are still greasy. I just take longer. Elizabeth, can one experience a backlash? Zig Ziglar once said about motivation, he said, people ask, does motivation last? He said, no, but neither does bathing. That's why we recommend it on a daily basis. We take a shower, we get clean, and then we go out and like earlier when I was raking leaves. No, I'm just kidding. I was out earlier writing the check to the people who rake the leaves, but no, I'm kidding. I do rake my own leaves. It's part of the fun of having a backyard is taking care of it. Anyhow, but we have to keep doing these things, and so you get dirty and sweaty again, and then you have to go and get clean. So, but hopefully, as you continue and hopefully take on a daily tapping practice, I highly recommend tapping as a daily practice, at least some tapping, just like taking a shower and brushing your teeth. We clear a lot of the stuff that's been there for years, maybe decades. And so we're in a much cleaner state from an energetic standpoint. So the backlashes are fewer and farther between and not as strong. And life happens. That's why I have the tagline, life happens, tapping helps. So tapped for 3 hours and felt wiped out. South Africa, Morocco. All right, folks from the African continent, India. Awesome. Isn't it like 1 a.m. in middle of the night? Thank you very much for being here. Sedona, Washington, Oregon. How much duration daily? Just like bathing. How long should you take a shower? I don't know. What have you been up to? How long should you wash your hands? Do you have grease on your hands? at least a little bit, you know, like brushing your teeth, so I have I have one of those electric toothbrushes that goes for 2 minutes and it signals, when to switch from upper to lower and stuff like that. But even if you brushed your teeth for a few seconds a day, that's better than not doing it at all. There are recommended amounts, but doing at least some every day, highly recommend, even just a few minutes. So, all right. Hey, Carol from New England, Atlanta. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right. Well, let's rock and roll. It's our last day. Let's get into some tapping. So, we, over the 5 days, we've talked a lot about peace. So it's the Peace, Love, and Tapping Challenge. I didn't even realize it until day 2 or day 3 that day 1, the first day of the Peace, Love, and Tapping Challenge was International Day of Peace. How about that? I had not planned that at all. I just happened to see something that said, it's like, how cool is that we started the Peace, Love, and Tapping Challenge on International Day of Peace? Doing our little part to contribute to that. But we have focused a lot, although you've used the word love a lot, we've focused a lot on peace. And today we're going to focus a little bit more on love. So what I'd like you to do is close your eyes, take a deep breath in and hold it, and let it go. Now just breathing comfortably with your eyes closed. Go ahead and feel your feet on the floor or whatever part of you is connected to something. Allow yourself to feel that connection. Allow yourself to feel centered and grounded. Allowing yourself to be right here, right now, as present as possible, so as to receive maximum benefit from this hour. Just following your breath through your body. Just allow yourself to be aware of what's going on in there. Noticing what you're feeling physically and what you're feeling emotionally. And, just allow yourself to be aware of how much you feel love. And, obviously there are different definitions of love. Allow yourself to be aware of what you choose to experience as love. Maybe rate that on a scale of 0 to 10. Don't judge yourself harshly if the number is lower than you'd like it to be. Just allow yourself to be aware of what's going on in there. And allow yourself to be aware of those people that you find it hard to love. Now, for many of us, that includes ourselves. For many of us, it is mostly ourselves, and we will get to that later. Right now, I want you to think about people outside of yourself. It could be people that you're expected to love. Maybe friends, family members who might be upsetting you. You're having a hard time experiencing that feeling of love. It may be people that you don't know, people in the news. Just allow yourself to be aware of those people that when you think about them, you feel something that is decidedly not love. And I'm not here to say, we need to tap that away because you should love everybody at 100%. Ideally, that would be the case, because how awesome would that feel to have that kind of freedom? It doesn't mean that we agree with what everybody's doing or that we don't want to stop them from doing certain things, but to allow ourselves to experience a That kind of level of peace and love would be pretty amazing. But the main thing right now is just allowing yourself to be aware of what stops you from allowing yourself to feel love. So allowing yourself to follow your breath and notice what's going on in your body, and maybe noticing how your body finishes this sentence even before words might come to mind, and say, I can't love them because ... dot dot dot. And just notice what comes up. Notice what thoughts, beliefs, and memories might come up as to why you couldn't or shouldn't love them. Notice what feelings, physical and or emotional, you might feel around the subject of loving or not loving them. Take a deep breath, open your eyes. Even though I'm finding it hard to love them, I choose to love and accept myself. Even though I'm finding it hard to love them, I choose to love and honor myself. Even though I'm finding it hard to love them, because the things that they say, the things that they do, the things that they've done in the past, and all of my programming tells me, you just can't love someone like that. And even though I find it hard to love them, I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. And maybe these people, or anyone else who has contributed to these feelings, because I choose to feel that free. All this difficulty feeling love, all this resistance to feeling love, all this fear of feeling love. Because part of me might say, yeah, I know love is a pretty good feeling. But if I felt love for these people, then I'm letting them get away with what they've done. It's like I'm condoning what they're doing. It would mean I'm accepting who they're being. And I find them unacceptable. If I can't accept them, how can I love them? And I'm not wrong or bad or stupid for feeling this way. I don't need to shame myself for lacking love for them. Given the programming that I have, it would be totally inappropriate to feel anything like love for them. Although I probably have some programming that says I should love them no matter what. I've probably been taught at some point that what I'm really supposed to do is love people unconditionally. Yeah, but they don't really mean that. Nobody really expects that, because that would be impossible. There are certain people that I can love, when they make it really easy for me to do so. And with the others, not a chance. I'll be darned if I'm going to love them. And I love and appreciate the part of me that says that, believing that I need to do so to keep myself safe. It has been said that there are only two emotions. There is love and there is fear. And if it doesn't feel like love, then it's fear. So I'm allowing myself to look at these people for whom I cannot muster up any love. And I'm asking myself what I'm afraid of. What threat are they to me? And maybe they've caused me pain, and I'm afraid that they'll do so again. I'm afraid that I can't let go of the pain. All this fear. All of this fear. All of this fear that covers up the love that is at my core. Because the core of who I am is love. Part of me wants to dismiss that. That's just a silly New Age concept. Because it would feel safer to feel that way. I'm afraid of acknowledging how much love is inside of me. I'm afraid of accessing that love. I'm afraid of being able to love people unconditionally. I'm afraid of what that would mean about me. That I'm just some kind of doormat. If I love people who hurt me, or who I'm afraid are a threat to me, that just makes me foolish. It would be stupid to love these people. I cannot love these people. I must not love these people. Part of me refuses to love these people. But I'm still here tapping. Which means that part of me is saying, God, I wish I could love these people. I wish I could feel that much love. I wish I could experience that. That doesn't mean I'm excusing their behavior. It means I choose to transform the world. And the more love I can feel, the more love I can send others. And I'm open to the possibility that that will change them. Because I can look at all of the things that they're doing and all the things that they've done in the past and all the things that they're saying. those things ain't coming from love. They're suffering from a serious lack of love. So withholding love from them isn't going to change them. I choose to clear what doesn't feel like love, so that I have so much love to send them that they start to shift. And if they don't change, and they're just as bad as they were before, according to my viewpoint, then at least I get to feel better. Feeling love isn't going to make anything worse. Giving myself permission to feel more love for them doesn't say that what they've done is okay. It doesn't mean giving them permission to keep doing it. It doesn't mean just accepting the status quo. I intend to change it. I choose to do so from a place of love. All these reasons why I can't love them. All these reasons why I shouldn't love them. And part of me might say, after all this time, I don't even know how to love them. I don't know what the actions of love might look like at this point. Right now, I'm going to start inside. I choose to clear what doesn't feel like love. What I do with that, I'll figure out later. Maybe I can just send them love with a thought, saying, I hope that you get better. I hope that you feel better. And I'm allowing myself to feel better. Healing the pain from the past. All this pain that they may have caused me, I'm giving myself permission to let it go. Clearing this fear that if I do, I'll just go back for more. If I put my hand on a hot burner and it hurts, but then eventually it heals, I don't say, now I can put my hand back on the burner again. I can allow myself to heal and still make good choices. I can set appropriate boundaries. I can take care of myself. And with some people, I may need to love them from a distance. But I still choose to feel love in body, mind, and spirit. And take a deep breath. Go inside and check in with what's going on in there as you think about certain people, and awesome if you've had a miraculous healing. It's entirely possible. Um, but this is one of these things where it's a lather, rinse, repeat thing, for many situations. And okay, a lot of comments while I've been tapping. So yeah, they cannot hurt me unless I let them. And sometimes we just don't know how to not let them. We may have a lot of programming about how to let them hurt us, so it seems to happen before we even recognize that we might have a choice. Loving from a distance. There are people who need to be loved from a distance. It's thinking of if you have a somebody who has a contagious disease. I'm like, okay, love you from a distance while I do what I can to help you heal. Yeah, Veronique, not sure what you mean by love. And it means a lot of different things to different people. It's not for me to tell you what love means. It's a matter of, asking for yourself in terms of what you want it to mean. Blue Orchard. Yeah, neighbors, neighbors and noise. Many of you have heard the dog barking in many of my videos, sometimes at really inappropriate times. And there are some things where it's allowing ourselves to get to a place, I'm fortunate. I feel blessed that I can say I do love my neighbors, even though it drives me nuts that they don't always stop their dog from barking, and doing these different things. I so I don't love, but like sometimes it's easier. We may love someone but not like them. So yeah, there are some people. There are some things. I love wild animals, but I don't necessarily want to go and Christine. Chris knows the dog's name. Anyhow, I'm still tapping. Yeah, many people think it's my dog. Line in the Pink Panther. He's not my dog. Anyhow, so yeah, lathering, rinsing, repeating, and so when we look at those things, whatever the neighbors might be doing, or the people in government might be doing, or family members might be doing, and allowing ourselves to say, okay, I do not find this behavior acceptable. This behavior is, it's not right. And looking to see what we can do about it, when we can do something about it. And sometimes our hands are tied and there may be nothing we can do about it directly. And they, and it may be that we have to do something that's inconvenient, like move or put them at a distance or set up boundaries. And so what really pisses us off about the situation is that they're not making it easy for us. It's like, oh man, you're making me have to do something. All the people around me should behave perfectly, and then I can love them. And so I'm definitely not saying that this is easy. I'm not saying, oh, come on, people, let's just tap for a few minutes and you're going to feel universal, unconditional love for everybody. I would love that if that was the case, but it's allowing ourselves to look and say, maybe I can allow myself to feel love and still make certain choices. So Angie, I think it was Angie was saying about the thing about trust. Again, I can feel love, but at a distance. You know, I don't trust a wild lion not to bite me. I love lions. I love wild animals. I love animals. Doesn't mean I'm going to put myself in a position where I'm trusting them to hurt me. So I don't know. Thank you, Zelda. I was about to say maybe this analogy about the wild animals is just way off, but thank you for saying it. That was perfect. I was just about to say maybe this is just way out of the ballpark, but and right at that moment you said that. So, um, but it, you know, some of these analogies will work for some people and not for others. But you know, it's allowing ourselves to put up whatever appropriate boundaries we need to put up, but still saying, okay, I am choosing to feel love. Your past behavior suggests that I can't trust you with certain things and in certain situations. However, I am choosing to feel love because it feels better. Um, the feeling peace, feeling joy, feeling gratitude. It's not about shoulding. Definitely not here shoulding on you, saying you should just feel love. You should just love thy enemy. But allowing yourself to be open to the possibility of how awesome would it feel. It's like I'm going to keep you over there, and I'm going to take whatever appropriate action I can to stop any harmful behavior that you might be up to. Um, but but allowing myself to still be free from those things that don't feel like love, you know. And again, that fear, it's like, oh, I need that fear. But again, the analogy I love to use is the idea of walking across the street. You know, we don't need to, you know, we don't look at a street with cars going by and go, I better get myself worked up into a panic so that I remember to look both ways, or I wait for the walk sign. Most of us do that with absolute calm. It's like, wow, I just wait for the appropriate thing. I know what I need to do to take care of myself and to be safe. No fear is necessary. I have an appropriate respect for the danger without experiencing a state of fear. So I hope that makes sense. And lather, rinse, repeat. You know, looking at, and maybe part of it is that feeling of uh, well, just that I'm afraid of feeling that, you know, that fear of what it would mean to feel that, and just allowing yourself to keep looking at, okay, it doesn't necessarily mean that. So go ahead and close your eyes, take a deep breath. And you know, while we continue to decide to keep lathering, rinsing, and repeating in order to experience a greater sense of love, now I want you to think about yourself. Imagine looking in the mirror and say, I love you. And so, yeah, Kimberly asking about other people's limitations to loving us. But let's first look at our own love to ourselves, because so much of the pain that comes from other people not loving us is because so often it can be a mirror for the ways in which we're not loving ourselves. So allowing yourself to be aware of, on a scale of 0 to 10, how much you can love yourself. And again, do not judge yourself harshly if the number is lower than you'd like it to be. Just allow yourself to be aware of what's there right now. You are doing the best you can at the moment, given your programming. given your past programming, the things people have taught you, the experiences you've been through, whatever number you're at is the best that you believe you can be at. So allowing yourself to accept that. And Veronica mentioned earlier about acceptance. Yeah, it's accepting what is. That doesn't mean resigning yourself to what is. That doesn't mean giving up on making things better. It's just acknowledging what's here. So allowing yourself to just be aware of what's here right now in terms of how much you're able to love yourself. And so using the expression I used before and allowing yourself to feel how your body responds. Say, I can't love myself more because ... And great point. So it seems easier to say I love you than it is to say I am lovable. And so play with that too. Say, I am lovable, and rate that on a scale of 0 to 10. Because that includes feeling lovable from yourself as well as others. And you might ask yourself, or finish the sentence, I don't feel more lovable because ... or I'm not more lovable because ... Because I procrastinate on things like writing to my grandma. See that, Pia? So yeah, looking at those things. I can't love myself because I don't like myself. Why not? I can't like myself because. So feel free to change that word for yourself if the word like is stronger. I can't like myself because ... Because I'm a procrastinator. Why are you a procrastinator? What are you afraid of? We procrastinate to put off till tomorrow, put off till later. Why do we do that? Because we procrastinate out of a place of fear. Just allow yourself to be aware of where those fears are. Because no one ever told me I was lovable. All right. So allow yourselves to be aware of whatever's coming up about that. And take a deep breath, open your eyes. Even though I have doubts about how lovable I am, I choose to love and accept myself anyway. Even though I have doubts about how lovable I am, I choose to love and honor myself anyway. Even though I have doubts about how lovable I am, and so it makes it hard to love myself. How could I possibly love somebody like me? Or at least, how could I love myself more? Because I've done this thing and that thing, or I've failed to do certain things, like writing to my grandma. And that definitely makes me unlovable, right? According to my programming. And even though I have these doubts about being lovable, I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself, and maybe anyone else involved, including the people who may have told me I was unlovable, or the people who failed to let me know that I'm lovable. Because I need to hear it from them. And I choose to be free from that belief. All these doubts about how lovable I am. All these doubts about how lovable I am. And I need other people to love me so that I feel the permission to love myself. I've been taught to go with the crowd. And if the crowd doesn't seem to be loving me, then I should withhold love from myself too. I don't want to be a nonconformist. I don't want to be the one idiot loving me. Maybe they're all right. Maybe I'm not lovable. Part of me knows better. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here tapping on my face right now. I'm here because I know I deserve better. Part of me knows that I'm worthy and deserving of love and respect. But it can be painful when I don't get that from others. And some of that pain comes from my own doubts about how lovable I am. When they're not showing the love that I want, part of me is afraid that they might be right. Yeah, these people are really smart. Obviously, I must not be lovable. And I'm processing that. And I choose to clear it. If I have something that I really love, like a painting or a song, or a particular rock group, and other people aren't showing that thing the same amount of love, it's not usually painful for me. I just figure they don't know what they're talking about. It's such a shame that they're so blind that they can't appreciate the magnificence. I might feel sorry for them, but I don't feel pain fearing that they're right. What if I applied that to myself? What if I acknowledged how lovable I am? So deeply and powerfully that if other people don't seem to love me, I just feel bad that they're missing out. And I don't even feel that bad. But I wish them well, because I know they're missing out. The more I allow myself to love myself, the more I acknowledge how lovable I am, the easier it is for others to see that. And then they recognize more how lovable I am. They might say, hey, you're onto something. I want to get in on that love. And at least as crucial, the more lovable I can see myself as, the more I see others as lovable, even if they seem to be doing stupid things, even if they seem blind to how lovable I am. Underneath their ignorance is a really lovable person. So allowing myself to love myself more helps me to love others more. And it would be ideal if they treated me with more love. There is nothing wrong with wanting that. I'm just clearing the belief that I need it. All this belief that I'm missing something that I need. There isn't any other person out there upon whose love my survival is dependent. I may very much want it, but if I feel like I'm not getting it, I'm still able to breathe oxygen. And the pain that I may be feeling may be based on a misunderstanding, including the fear that they're right and that I'm not lovable. All these reasons why I might believe that I'm unlovable. Because if I know that I'm lovable and they're not loving me, then I know they're just confused. So why do I doubt that I'm lovable? Is it things that I'm doing? Things that I've done? Things that I'm failing to do? Where is it written that those things make me unlovable? When the truth is, any of the unfortunate things that I've done are likely the result of not feeling lovable. If I really felt loved and lovable, particularly about myself and from myself, would I have done those things? And if the opposite of love is fear, I can look at those things that I'm doing or failing to do and asking what the fear is that's behind that. How is fear driving my behavior? How is fear limiting my behavior? Am I afraid I won't write the right thing to my grandmother? All this fear that stops me. I choose to clear this fear. I choose to clear this fear at a cellular level. I choose to clear it all the way back through my past. Back through all the times in my life where I was taught to feel fear. whether or not it was appropriate, whether or not it was justified. Because a lot of the fear I feel is not justified. And even when it might be justified, if I allow myself to come from a place of love, I can probably find better solutions. Or at least feel more peace. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. The courage and whatever else it might take to change the things I can. And the wisdom to know the difference. If there's something or someone that's upsetting me, and there's nothing that I can do about it, maybe I can at least choose to feel more peace inside. It's not going to make the situation worse. It's going to make it at least a little better for me. It might even be transformative. I choose to clear what doesn't feel like love. Clearing the anger and resentment. Clearing the fear and doubt. Clearing embarrassment and humiliation. Clearing shame and guilt. Clearing pain and fear. And giving myself permission to clear what doesn't feel like love. Giving myself permission to find out what might be possible if I really allowed myself to love myself. How would that transform my behavior? I would certainly take more actions of love. As I allow myself to love myself more, I will naturally treat others with more love. And I'm clearing all of this old nonsense that loving myself is arrogant. Arrogance is a cover-up for a lack of real self-love. That would be trying to build myself up at the expense of others. Trying to convince myself that I'm lovable because I'm better than others. That's not what I'm up to. The more I acknowledge how lovable I am, even with all of my flaws, with all of my perfect imperfections, the more I can see how lovable other people are. And the more I want good for them. So it's really a win-win situation. I'm allowing myself to love myself for the benefit of others. I'm a magnificent child of the universe. worthy and deserving of love. And I choose to acknowledge that and feel that in body, mind, and spirit. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes, go inside. Just notice what's going on inside. And yeah. Okay. And you guys are lovable. That's why I'm here doing this. If you weren't so darn lovable, why on earth would I be sitting here on a Sunday afternoon tapping on my face? And if you didn't know that you were lovable, why on earth would you be here on a Sunday afternoon or whatever time it might be or whatever day it might be for you? Tapping on your face. And lather, rinse, repeat as necessary. We still have one more prize to give away. Thank you again. You can kind of tell that I'm a little passionate about this, spreading love here and there, and so can't do it all on my own. So I greatly appreciate everyone who shares my work with others. All the time when people are out there telling others about my videos or just telling other people about tapping. I'm so grateful and appreciative that folks are sharing this work. And so I had the Share the Challenge contest, and we have one last prize here today. Let's see, pull this up. Today's prize is a private session with me. So that's a 1 hour Zoom session where you get my undivided attention and tapping and the most intense experience of this work. And so let us see who is today's winner. Where's that? So how many people have shared this? Gotta update that page. Alrighty, go to the random number generator, putting the numbers in the hat and pulling a number from the hat. Today's winner is Christina Gurix. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Congratulations, Christina. You are the winner of a private session. And I will, if you're not here, I will send you an email to give the information to set that up. And awesome. So we're gonna we're at the top of the hour. I'm still gonna do a guided imagery. I've got an appointment right after this, but we'll do this quickly. So to close out this 5-day challenge, if you have someplace that you have to be, then thank you so much for being here, and you can catch the replay later on. But if you have a few more minutes, then please go ahead and get yourselves comfortable. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and hold it. And let it go. Now just breathing comfortably with your eyes closed. Breathing comfortably, and just imagine that with each breath you take in, you breathe in relaxation and positive energy. Go ahead and imagine a healing light of whatever color you like surrounding your body, so that with each breath you take in, your lungs comfortably draw in that healing light, allowing it to flow through every muscle, nerve, fiber, tissue, cell, and atom of your body. Imagine a healing shower flowing down, crystal clear water that's a perfect temperature as it flows over the top of your head, soothing and relaxing your scalp, washing away fear, doubt, anxiety, washing away anger, sadness, guilt, shame, washing away pain, frustration, disappointment, embarrassment, washing these away to reveal the light that you truly are. This unique expression of divine light and love, allowing more and more of that light to be revealed as that healing shower continues down over your body, down over your forehead, relaxing the muscles in your face, flowing down over the back of your head, your neck, your shoulders, washing away tension, leaving your shoulders calm, comfortable, and relaxed. That healing shower flowing down your arms, all the way down over your fingertips, down over your chest and your stomach, soothing and relaxing, healing and cleansing, and allowing yourself to remain comfortably in whatever position you choose. Allow that healing shower to flow down over your upper and lower back. And as your torso relaxes, your internal organs comfortably do whatever they need to do to achieve and maintain your optimal level of health and well-being in body, mind, and spirit. As that healing shower continues down over your body, down over your hips and your thighs, over your knees, down your lower legs, through your ankles, into your feet. And finally, that relaxation flows over your toes as you allow yourself to relax twice as much, going at least twice as deep with each number as I count backward to 5, drifting down to 4, floating down to 3, 2, 1, and 0 is deep sleep. Deeper, deeper. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0 is deep sleep. And in this calm, comfortable state of mind and body, go ahead and imagine yourself in some beautiful place. Some place where you allow yourself to be present to the beauty, the magnificence, the abundance of creation. Some place where you allow yourself to experience this beauty and recognize that this is the universe saying, yes, you are lovable. You are worthy of the best this world has to offer. Maybe it's just noticing the breath that you're breathing right now. Allowing yourself to be open to the possibility that with each breath you take, every time you ask for oxygen and every time you receive oxygen, that's the universe saying, I love you. You are worthy of love. You're worthy of this breath. You're worthy of this oxygen. You are worthy of love. Just telling you that over and over and over again. Even if other people were not able to do so, or are currently not able to do so, because they're caught up in their own stuff. They're caught up in their own fears, their own limitations to love. But allowing yourself to listen to Source, universe, God, however you choose to experience that, with each breath, just hearing that as you are worthy of love. And as you receive that, you have so much more love to share. Imagine yourself looking out at other people and being able to send love towards them, saying, you are worthy of love. Even if their actions aren't, even if their behavior might be unlovable, allowing yourself to see beyond that. See the masterpiece that's hidden underneath all that marble. Allowing yourself to send that energy saying you are worthy of love. Even if you need to send it from a safe distance, but allowing yourself to feel that powerful, that loving, that radiant. and allow yourself to be absolutely compassionate with yourself with whatever limitations you feel to that right now. Giving yourself permission to love yourself right where you're at. And the more you love yourself, the more you set yourself free. Allowing yourself to feel more love and a greater and greater experience of that freedom and more peace as we go even deeper now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 0 is deep sleep. In a moment, I'll count you back out from 0 up to 5. 5 will be wide awake, alert, focused, and energetic, feeling much better than before. Feeling a much greater sense of peace, a greater sense of love, and a greater opening to experiencing more peace and love, and a greater willingness to share that with others. Tonight, when you choose to go to sleep, don't be surprised when you fall asleep quickly, soundly, deeply, and sleep very well through the night. During the night, you'll dream. The more you dream, the stronger you become. I'm going to ask your unconscious mind to allow at least one of your dreams to be a very healing dream. Continuing this healing process in body, mind, and spirit so that in the morning, at the time you've chosen to wake up, you wake up easily, feeling refreshed, energetic, and ready to start the day, again, powerfully moving forward into that ever more joyful experience of an ever greater abundance of health, wealth, happiness, and love, which are your birthright and which benefit others. Now I go back down to 0, which is always deep sleep, allowing your mind, body, and spirit to digest all these positive thoughts and images, taking them in at a very deep level so that these positive changes occur easily, effortlessly, and naturally. Coming up to 1, feeling physically relaxed. 2, feeling emotionally calm and confident. 3, health and well-being, enthusiasm, love, joy, and gratitude flowing through every muscle, nerve, fiber, tissue, cell, and atom of your body. 4, becoming more and more alert and aware of your surroundings. And 5 is eyes open, wide awake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, eyes open, wide awake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, eyes open, wide awake. And welcome back. And again, thank you so much for joining me for this 5-day challenge. I love doing this so much. I love doing these live tappings because I can feel the energy. I greatly look forward to tapping with those of you who have already signed up for advance. Again, the button is just down here below. Yes, Ursula, enrollment for advance is still open until October 3rd. Yes, so yeah, I only open it twice a year, but it is open right now until October 3rd, and then it'll be closed until next spring. But if you sign up today or tomorrow, then you can be on the call on Tuesday. So why wait? So greatly look forward to doing live tapping with those of you who will be with me for that. Again, so grateful to everyone who has co-created the power and energy of these calls. It feeds me and works through me. So I'm very grateful to you for that. Love you guys, and you take care and have a great rest of your day. Zelda, yes, private sessions with me are always available, and you can find out about that. Go to tapwithbrad.com, and right up at the top, just click on Work with Brad, and you can find out about that. So, how do we get to do this again? When do we do the next challenge I do will be next time I open Advance in the spring. I'll probably have, do a Facebook Live here and there before then, but the 5-day challenges, are always really powerful. And so the next one I expect will be probably in 6 months, maybe sooner. We'll see. All right.